This is Animal Rescue. Heroes. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Payne. We traveled to a very rural section of Texas where you'll be amazed to discover a wide variety of rescued animals.
The name of our sanctuary is Buffalo Run, a sanctuary. We started in 1993 as a drive-through park and very quickly learned that there was a greater need for sanctuary homes for these kind of animals than there was for public tours for children and adults as well. Currently, we have approximately 28 large cats. We have approximately 150 animals out in the pasture. I would say around 50 birds. We also have a camel, a dromedary camel. His name is Gaddafi. He has been with us about 5 years now. He is a 10-year-old camel, and he came to us with bad feet, and fortunately for Omar, he found a good home. Okay, Omar, it's time. Melanie has your apples. Let's go. He came from Lubbock, Texas. He was used as a rider. He had extremely enlarged front feet. Now you can see how large his front feet are compared to his back feet. I don't know when the last time was that you saw normal camel feet, but neither of these are normal size. We brought him home and had our vet come out and look at him, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. We treated him for about 2 months. He couldn't walk except on his front knees. Otherwise, he was perfectly happy except for the fact that he couldn't walk. He was in too much pain. We sent him to Texas A&M, which is our state veterinary school. They gave us a choice. We could either put him down or we could sever the nerves in all 4 feet. As the youngster, he obviously had frostbite and had the second and third phalanges amputated off the back feet, which threw his weight distribution off, and his front feet were very enlarged and he was in severe pain. Since he was such a young camel, we chose to do the surgery, and they severed the nerves in all 4 feet, which means that he feels no pain. We have to keep Omar in a sandy area. They have a soft pad on the bottom of their foot. When he gets a pebble there or he gets a thorn, he gets an abscess. And so part of his daily ritual is antibiotics and treating his feet. And so this is part of his daily ritual. It has to be treated every day. Hydrated first. Just a minute, buddy. Just a minute. His foot is actually about 3 times the normal size of a camel's foot. It's treated daily with this betadine pack, and then it's wrapped. Betadine is an iodine solution that kills infection and helps fight the bacteria in there. And of course the packing helps to keep that betadine down on top of the granulated area and in the abscess itself. The abscess has an opening at the top of his foot and on both sides. So it's very important that we let it heal from the inside out and also give him a cushion to keep as much dirt and other foreign matter out of his foot as much as we can. And as you can see, Omar loves apples. I don't know what we'd do if he didn't, because most camels would not allow you to do this kind of work on them. You can't help but love this camel. Most male camels are really not very nice guys, but Omar is an exception to that rule. He has a heart of gold, and he'd follow you around the world for an apple. Okay, good boy. Now you can see how beautiful he is. We think so anyway. He's a good boy. If we didn't do this, he would eventually have the abscess, the infection work up through the bone into the main part of his body. And someday it may get to that point. But right now he has a healthy, happy outlook on life. He has nothing bothering him except his feet, and he doesn't even know that they bother him. So as long as we can keep him happy and reasonably healthy, that's what we're going to do. Phoebe is one of our buffalo here. She was a rescue as well. The name Buffalo Roma Sanctuary actually started with the first two animals we took in were two buffalo, male and female, Josh and Ruby. And he was the light of my life, and so we named the place Buffalo Rome. Bibi actually is a rescue because she was born with cataracts on both eyes. Bibi came to us at 3 days old because her mother would not take care of her, and the rancher couldn't bother with her either. All he had to do was send her to the meat market. So we took Bibi in. The cost of repairing cataracts is $1,750 per eye. And so instead of spending the money on that, we have paired Bibi with other animals that have taught her how to get around. She has fairly decent eyesight as far as shadows are concerned during the day. At nighttime, she's virtually blind. We are trying to raise money right now to do surgery on Bibi, at least one eye, so that she can see to get through the pasture by herself. She was raised with the eland, which are South African animals, the largest antelope in the world. She grunts like an eland, she talks eland, and then she discovered there was another animal out here that spoke her language, about a 400-pound pot-bellied pig named Sissy. Sissy was a rescue as well. She was about a 500-pound pig when we first got her. The people had her as a rescue themselves, and they didn't know what to feed her, so they were feeding her Twinkies and donuts and other things like that. She was so fat she could barely get around, and some neighborhood dogs attacked her. And the lady that had Sissy didn't know what to do with her, so she called us, and we took Sissy in. And she's become quite a surrogate mother, as a matter of fact. Bibi is convinced that Sissy is her mother and her confidant, and she drives Sissy crazy trying to sleep right next to her at night. It's a little difficult for Bibi to get down under a mesquite brush with Sissy. What you're about to see next you probably won't believe. We got a call about 2 years ago to rescue a Siberian female. When I talked to the lady on the phone, she said that I would also have to take the Siberian female's friend. Who is her friend, I said. A pound puppy named Fritz. So we took in Joy and Fritz. Joy and Fritz are both 6 years old. They came from Lockhart, Texas. Fritz was a pound puppy taken in from the Austin Pound. Joy is a Siberian Bengal Cross female. Fritz runs this show. Joy does exactly what Fritz says to do. Occasionally she is not too happy, and Fritz knows when to duck for cover. Ooh. Oh, I know, Joe. I think it sort of gives humanity hope, doesn't it? We get all sorts of things out here to rescue. We do take in native whitetail, raccoons, rabbits. Occasionally we get calls on owls and other birds. We take in exotic hoofstock, eland, elk, red deer, pot-bellied pigs, goats, sheep, farmyard animals as well as exotics. Some of them do come in injured, some of them actually have been taken pretty well care of. They have nutrition problems as youngsters, and so we have bone problems, hip dysplasia, joint problems, that sort of thing. But a number of them come in that have been very well cared for. They just don't know what to do with them when they weigh 600 pounds. I trust these animals, I respect these animals, and it's my life work, and I couldn't be happier. If I take my last breath right here, I couldn't complain.
Judy Savage is truly an animal rescue hero. Next, helping some injured winged friends.
If we didn't do this, many different complications can take place.
I switched to consumer cellular because I wanted flexibility and I wanted savings. I got that and more. It was very easy. I would keep up with my grandkids on this phone right here.
For all of us who weren't born yesterday, there's Consumer Cellular, where you can get premium wireless for less, like talk, text, and data for only $20 a month with no contract. Plus, we offer flexible plans that you can change anytime.
We get all the talk, all the text, all the data that we could possibly want, and especially good customer service.
And the flexibility, you pay for exactly what you do. It's the best value I know.
If you have questions, our 100% US-based customer service team has answers. We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for Best Customer Service 11 times in a row.
Consumer Cellular understands who I am. They know what I need. Because life changes. I'm no spring chicken. My wife is retiring. We bought a house up north. So coverage is really important because we do a lot of driving back and forth all the way to get full bars.
Consumer Cellular uses the same networks as the bigger, more expensive providers, connecting you to 99% of the U.S. population. Switch to Consumer Cellular today. You can keep your phone and number.
Our daughter just started college and we're empty nesters.
We knew we could do better, and that's why we switched. I did a lot of research.
We've saved hundreds and the coverage is really great.
No drop calls, no surprises, no problems.
Consumer Cellular has been an approved AARP provider for over 12 years, so members get exclusive discounts.
I wasn't born yesterday, and I know a good value when I see it, and Consumer Cellular is a great value.
For 25 years, Consumer Cellular has been giving customers exactly what they need. Discover premium wireless for less. Switch today and get $100 on every new line of service. Call 800-789-4173. Go to consumercellular.com or find us at Target.
So I started listening to Audible about 2 years ago.
A friend of mine recommended a book to me and I got hooked really fast.
And then it kind of just became a lifestyle after that.
I found new authors, I found new interests, I found all of these wonderful things.
Audible has all the entertainment you love. Text Listen6 to 500-500 to get 30 days free.
I like thrillers, true crime podcasts, news podcasts.
Science fiction, space dramas.
A lot of classics.
I listen almost exclusively to the Audible originals.
I also think it's pretty special that they get audiobooks that aren't released anywhere else.
My friends listen to Audible as well. I'll recommend a lot of things to them, especially the new Sandman series.
You can find things that will take you to new worlds.
Audible is a great escape. Go anywhere you want.
Endless entertainment and education and content.
For the best audio entertainment and storytelling, text Listen6 to 500-500 to get 30 days free.
Pushing a loaded grocery cart through a parking lot may increase your chances of being accosted. Some stores offer assistance to your car. Always take advantage of that service. If not offered, ask for an escort. Make sure you're fully prepared to unlock your car. Trying to locate your keys once in a parking lot is a bad idea. When unloading your cart, keep alert to your surroundings so you're aware of anyone approaching and can respond accordingly. Be aware and be safe.
At the Miami Museum of Science, a unique bird of prey center helps all types of injured winged creatures.
This is one of our cases. This is a Peregrine Falcon. This is a threatened species that arrived at the center quite a while ago. And at this time, we're going to bring him out of the cage so that we can medicate his feet. It's very important when you're trying to catch these birds, you're going to try to definitely protect yourselves with these gloves. They're very, very powerful talons. Bring the wings, cup the wings. These are very high-strung birds, and what we're going to do is before we medicate, we want to put the bird under anesthesia to minimize any stress on the animal. This is a very safe form of anesthesia where these birds can be put under very quickly, and after the procedure is done, they come back very quickly as well. This bird has what we call bumblefoot, which is an infection of the pads at the bottom of the feet. And many times it's primarily caused through husbandry problems within cages and outside perching. And what we need to do is we need to clean the feet daily to keep them as clean as possible. You want to try to get the infection under control as soon as possible. So we'll be treating it first, cleaning the pads with betadine, and then we're going to be giving it some medications and placing the bandages back on. If we didn't do this, many different complications can take place. The infection will set in There's antibiotics need to be given to the animal to control the infection. If that doesn't happen again, they can develop arthritis, and it's a very serious infection. In many cases, if this were to happen, you don't usually see it in the wild, but in captivity, they lose the ability to grab, and they lose the ability to function, their feet to function properly. You can see the area where the infection has set in. Perfect situation here where there's talon came into this area right there, and the infection set in. So we're going to be cleaning it thoroughly and once again rebandaging it. When you keep an animal like this particular type of bird of prey that's very high strung, you want to try to prevent feather damage. There are other birds of prey like red-tailed hawks and red-shouldered hawks that will sit in the cage primarily very calm. So within all the different species, you want to try to treat that animal individually in terms of trying to make sure that you give them the best possible cage and cage requirements and to keep them as comfortable as possible. When a bird of prey arrives at the center, we try to resolve a puzzle. We're not too sure what has happened to the bird. In many cases, we depend on the public to bring these animals to us. They're the ones that have found the animal on the side of the road, perhaps, or taking a walk in one of the parks. So when the animal comes to us, one of the first things that we try to do is, number one, establish their weight, do a physical, try to determine if this animal has sustained any injuries, any fractures to the wing primarily. We take blood, and we're very fortunate here at the Miami Museum of Science to be able to conduct blood work on these animals so that we can get immediate results. We can have a fairly good idea if this animal has been exposed to pesticide. From over 150 to 175 birds of prey that we see annually, we do depend on the public, and most of these animals have arrived here with the help of the public, and we definitely need their help. This falcon, he has a very good chance of being released back into the wild. He's very alert, he's very anxious to get out of his cage. It's a very rewarding experience to be able to help these animals, to be able to give them medical attention and hopefully release them back into the wild. And I think the staff all agrees that probably the most rewarding experience is to be able to release that bird back into the wild, and hopefully they'll continue on with their species.
That bird and many others have been treated and released back into the wild thanks to the efforts of those dedicated staff members at the Falcon Bachelor Bird of Prey Center. Next, attempting to save some sick sea turtles.
This one may never be released because she is virtually blind on both eyes.
When the uniquely handcrafted is out there, why buy boring?
Are you 50 or over? Come on, let's take a ride and talk with some folks about how the AARP auto insurance program from the Hartford rewards experienced drivers with the savings, benefits, and exceptional service we deserve.
Hey Mayor, did you know that the Buck has the backs of drivers 50 and over?
The Buck?
The Hartford Buck.
Oh, yes.
He has the backs of all AARP members who switch. But I'm looking at you right now, you're a saver.
Don't I look like a saver?
You do, you look very,
Savelicious.
Savelicious. You could save hundreds when you switch to the Hartford.
I just want to hear more.
You do want to hear more?
Yes.
AARP members who switched saved an average of $507.
Ooh, the Buck really does have our backs.
In fact, 4 out of 5 AARP members who switched to the Hartford from companies like Allstate, State Farm, and Geico got a lower rate with the Hartford. And if you bundle auto and home, you could save even more. To get your free quote, call the Hartford today at 1-800-243-2822 or go to gohartfordauto.com. You could save hundreds of dollars.
Hey James, did you know the Hartford Bucks got the backs of people like you and people over 50? Yep. AARP members 50 and over get rewarded with benefits like disappearing deductible. So your deductible is going to decrease every year that you're accident free. You look like the kind of person who that's important to, am I right? Yeah, definitely. And James, with accident forgiveness, your rate won't go up if you're in an accident. I'm all in. You got the paperwork? It's pretty easy with a Hartford.
Call the Hartford today to get the special benefits that experienced drivers want and the exceptional service you deserve.
Vanessa, did you know that the Hartford has an auto insurance program designed specifically for people 50 and over?
Oh, that's awesome.
And our friend the Buck rewards drivers 50 and over for their great driving.
I'm all about rewards.
Yeah.
I'm all about saving.
With the Hartford, you're going to get great savings and special benefits like new car replacement. It means that if your new car is totaled in an accident, the Hartford will pay the full replacement cost of your car.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm not going to get out of here. I'm staying right here, Vanessa. You know, 96% of customers recommend the Hartford to friends and family. And the Hartford has the only auto and home insurance program endorsed by AARP.
I'm ready to sign up right now.
Right now.
You know, I have a pen.
Join the millions of drivers 50 and over who switch to the AARP Auto Insurance Program from the Hartford and get the savings you want, the benefits you need, and the exceptional service you deserve. Not an AARP member? The Hartford can help you join in minutes. To get your free no-obligation quote and see how much you could save, call the Hartford at 1-800-243-2822. That's 1-800-243-2822. Or go to gohartfordauto.com. The Bucks got your back.
In Florida, sick and injured sea turtles are getting much needed help. Inside the Miami Seaquarium, this natural sea-like habitat, which is also a rehabilitation enclosure, is home to injured sea turtles recovering from various injuries. Sea turtles have inhabited the Earth's waters for millions of years, but today their very existence is at risk because of human threats. Pollution, commercial fishing, and the disturbance of their nesting sites caused by residential development.
This is one of our sea turtle rehabilitation pools, and this is a hawksbill turtle, an endangered species that came in, and you can tell it's a hawksbill from its beak. It has the little hawksbill there, and you can also tell from the imbrication of its shell. You can see the shells kind of imbricate on each other as it's going down. As you can see, this hawksbill is doing incredibly well, has a lot of energy, has gained an incredible amount of weight, and as you can see, she's grown quite nicely, and she's almost at that length to be released. This one came in for being impacted. Unfortunately, someone threw some trash in the water as they're not supposed to, and of course any sea turtle will go ahead and eat it. So this one did come in for impaction, and it came in actually as a small hatchling. When she first came in, she was about that size. She would fit on the palm of our hand. So now we just keep her in a rehabilitating pool, and very soon, hopefully the next month, we'll be able to set her free. This is Jessie, and Jessie actually came in for being hit by a propeller on a boat. The small white mark that you see on her back was a propeller wound, and she's also doing very well, and hopefully will be released within, she will probably take a little bit longer, maybe within the next 6 months. As you can tell, she's a bigger turtle because she's a loggerhead turtle. She's not a hawksbill. Hawksbill turtles tend to be smaller. This turtle will actually grow to be about 200 pounds. This is another rehabilitating turtle. Unfortunately, this one may never be released because she is virtually blind on both eyes. She came in as a small hatchling. The ants had gotten her eyes, and she virtually has no eyesight. She is a hybrid between probably a hawksbill turtle and the loggerhead. But as you can see, quite feisty, and she'll just probably live the rest of her years here at Miami Seaquarium. Okay, you can go back.
When the condition of these turtles has improved, they are moved here for the final stage of rehabilitation prior to their release into the wild. However, some turtles with more serious injuries will remain at the Seaquarium to live out the rest of their lives. Like this loggerhead, it sustained severe wounds to the flipper after getting tangled with fishing lines. But it's a good life here, and thanks to the dedicated Seaquarium staff, these endangered animals get a second chance to live. Animal Rescue returns right after this brief break.
Some things are good to know, like where to find the cheapest gas in town and which supermarket gives you the most bang for your buck. Something else that's good to know? If you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may be able to get more health care benefits through a Humana Medicare Advantage plan. Call the number on your screen now and speak to a licensed Humana sales agent to see if you qualify. Learn about plans that could give you more healthcare benefits than you have today. Depending on the plan you choose, you could have your doctor, hospital, and prescription drug coverage in one convenient plan. From Humana, a company with 60 years of experience in the healthcare industry. You'll have lots of doctors and specialists to choose from. And if you have Medicare and Medicaid, a Humana plan may give you other important benefits. Depending on where you live, they could include dental, vision, and hearing coverage. You may also get rides to plan-approved locations, home-delivered meals after an inpatient hospital stay, a monthly allowance for purchasing approved healthy food and beverages, plus an allowance for health and wellness items. Everything from over-the-counter medications and vitamins to first aid items and personal care products. Best of all, if you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may qualify for multiple opportunities throughout the year to enroll. So if you want more from Medicare, call the number on your screen now to speak with a licensed Humana sales agent. Learn about Humana plans that could give you more healthcare benefits, including coverage for prescription drugs, dental care, eye exams and glasses, hearing aids, and more. A licensed Humana sales agent will walk you through your options, answer any questions you have, and, if you're eligible, help you enroll over the phone. Call today, and we'll also send this free guide, Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Life before cerebral was pretty taxing. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety.
And I found Cerebral.
Cerebral is an app that combines medication management and behavioral care all in one nice package.
I signed up, I got the video call, I got the pill shipped to me. Normal therapy costs about 3 times as much as Cerebral.
Getting this type of care online, it really is a lifesaver.
Join today for just $30 at getcerebral.com.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-872-5771. That's 1-800-872-5771. Or go to mesobook.com.
Remember, if you want to own a pet, it's a big responsibility. Caring for an animal includes proper feeding and providing for a comfortable living area. Also, it's always important to spay or neuter your animal. Think about the long-term care and commitment if you and your family want to truly be responsible pet owners. And that's this edition of Animal Rescue. Thanks for watching. Join us next time as we showcase those caring individuals who help the various creatures in the animal kingdom. I'm Alex Payne. On the next Animal Rescue, heroes, amazing rescues and extraordinary efforts. Watch compassionate individuals help animals in trouble. Learn about different critters and the dedicated people who care for them. Plus, animal safety tips and information on how to better care for your lovable pet. All this and much, much more next time on Animal Rescue, Heroes. The following program contains actual video of real animal emergencies and is suitable for family viewing. Coming next, a newborn chimp is abandoned by its mom. Now this adorable primate needs a home. Follow this baby's remarkable journey. This is Animal Rescue. Heroes. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Payne. We have a very special story to share with you. It's a story of love and cooperation between many people stretching across the United States. In Florida, at Lion Country Safari, a newborn chimp is abandoned by her mother, and now her life is in the hands of human caregivers.
Yes, we do. This is Zoe. Zoe's a little baby chimpanzee. She was born to a mother that had had several babies before, but for some reason this one she did not care to look after too badly. When we found her early in the morning, she was being handled by another female that was in the group, an inexperienced female that had never had babies before. And we were concerned because that female didn't have milk to feed her. And because she was a little inexperienced in looking after infants, she would set her down and walk away from her, and the baby would scream a little bit, and she'd go back and pick it up and set her down again. So because of our concern for her welfare, we decided to take her to hand raise, and have been doing so ever since.
Lion Country Safari is a cageless zoo open since 1967. Located in West Palm Beach, Florida, hundreds of wild animals roam here freely.
One more. One more.
Due to the circumstances following Zoe's birth, Brenda and other park officials decided the plan for this baby chimp's upbringing would be quite different.
Zoe is on her way to the Los Angeles Zoo here tomorrow, and we've decided what's best for her is to have her raised with other chimpanzees so she can grow up being a chimp as much as possible rather than a human. In Lion Country, it's very unlikely that she would have been able to be with other chimpanzees for several months or even years. So Los Angeles has an environment at the moment. They have 2 other very young baby chimpanzees that she will be raised with. So we are very anxious to see her in an environment that will be best for her emotional growth and overall the best environment that she could possibly be in a captive situation. And daily, twice a day, she entertains the public here. Has been for the last couple of weeks. And they love to see her, love to see her eat.
Zoe's a big attraction, especially with the children. But lots of adults also seem to enjoy this adorable baby primate.
She loves to look at the people, and she does react to them. Every once in a while she'll vocalize to them. They unfortunately can't hear her through the glass. But she loves to see the people.
Oh, look, that person has a Mickey Mouse shirt on.
Who are those people? They're all looking at you. They're all looking at you. Who are those people? See? This is Zoe's last day, and we're just come to say goodbye to Zoe before she goes to LA tomorrow. Goodbye. We're on our way.
What's up, Zoe? You're gonna be a star in LA. Don't you forget where you came from now. Love the cutie.
I'm
She's gonna
excited
become a
for you.
chump. That's so exciting.
Yeah, it is.
It's so exciting. Well, take good care of your mom, Zoe. No, she's
She comes home with me every night, and she's anxious to get out. She's normally been traveling on her back, but just in the last few days she wants to be able to see things a little more. So she's been a little more on her front these days. Okay, Zoe, time for dinner. And she's got to be hungry because we're about 15 or 20 minutes late on feeding tonight. Having not had children, I can imagine it's very much like having a child in your home. It's round-the-clock care. She has much of the same physical demands and diaper changes and attention and emotional demands than a human baby has. So again, we're very, very close in genetic makeup to chimpanzees. It's about the closest animal on earth that we are related to. So yes, the physical similarities and the similar demands to a human infant, I'm sure are very close. Yawning. There was one, this was her on grass. We laid her on the grass one day and she didn't like the feel of the grass, so she's holding up her foot off the grass in that picture. One of my favorites. She was having a little bit of a hissy fit in this one, very moment, but she wasn't happy and was throwing a little bit of a tantrum. This one I like. I don't know if you want. She was about a month old. I'm very pleased to see her going into a place where she can be a chimpanzee, and Ellie could, with the other baby chimps that they have there, it's the best place for her to be. So I'm very pleased, and the rest of the staff are very pleased to see her go there. Ultimately, she's going to be very happy there as well. On the other hand, I have raised her right from the time she was born, and it's going to be difficult to see her go. She's been here every night. She's been a real joy to hand raise.
Brenda knows this will be the last night Zoe will be spending at her home. In just a few short hours, Zoe will be heading to the airport to begin a journey to her new life. That part of the story when we come back.
Going to LA, I'm torn a little bit. I'm very pleased to see her going into a place where she can be a chimpanzee, and LA could, with the other baby chimps that they have there, it's the best place for her to be. So I'm very pleased, and the rest of the staff are very pleased to see her go there.
Do we have any more paper towels?
Yep, check the pantry. I just ordered from Boxed.
What's Boxed?
Boxed is the only wholesale club that lets you tap into the value of buying in bulk online.
Is that right?
But unlike other wholesale clubs and online stores, Boxed has no membership fees. Delivery is super fast. And look, free samples. Now we don't have to worry about running out.
Can we order cookies next time?
Save 10% and get free shipping on your first order at Box.com. The better way to shop bulk.
Elvenar. Build your very own magical city in Elvenar. Elvenar. Available in the App Store and at elvenar.tv. Play now for free.
I see animals at their very lowest, being rescued from neglectful and abusive situations. Abuse takes such a heavy toll on these animals. There's the physical pain, but we also see so much emotional pain. It's just so upsetting to see how much they've suffered, not only physically, but emotionally too. They're scared, so scared. It's heartbreaking.
Every one of these animals, suffering from the heavy toll of abuse and neglect, needs our help. So please don't wait. Take one simple action today. Go online or call this number now and join us in our fight to rescue and rehabilitate these animals. With your gift of just $19 a month, you can help these animals heal from their physical wounds and their emotional pain. You can give them the love and kindness they've never had. And if you join in the next 10 minutes, we'll send you this free membership kit for saying yes to helping animals in need.
There are so many animals out there experiencing neglect and abuse who need our help. Every person kind enough to help, every dollar we receive, gives us the support we need to help animals who need us most. To help the animals who've never felt kindness or love in their entire lives.
The animals who are hurting need you now more than ever. So please, don't wait another minute. Go online or call right now.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we're committed to making college more affordable. That's why we're keeping our tuition the same through the year 2022.
I knew SNHU was the place for me when I saw how affordable it was.
Find your degree at snhu.edu.
This is Scribd, an app that gives me access to ebooks, audiobooks, podcasts, and more. With Scribd, I can get my steps in countless pages. Scribd makes every moment a reading or listening moment. Go to Scribd.com and try it free for 30 days.
A baby chimp named Zoe is about to embark on a long journey that will take her to a new home in California. Abandoned at birth by her mother, Zoe has been very fortunate because many people have come to her rescue. The reception for Zoe at the airport turned out to be quite a festive occasion, including local media and exotic dancers from Spirit Airlines.
Well, I was at home watching the news one evening and I saw Lion Country Safari on the news soliciting transportation for Zoe the chimp to be taken to Los Angeles Zoo. I thought it would be a great story and a great contribution to the community, so I brought it up at our board meeting the next day and it was decided then that we should go bananas for Zoe.
1,600 employees in the Spirit family, and all of them are wearing Zoe t-shirts today, celebrating today's flight. The dancers and all were arranged just to make it more fun, sort of increase spirit.
Yes, I've been looking after Zoe since she was born on August 9th. And she's required 10 o'clock here. And so apart from being with me at work, and I've been lucky enough to have the aid of other recruiters that I've worked with as well, and looking after her during the daytime, because she requires around the clock care, she's also had to come home with me at night, so it's been an interesting experience. I haven't had children of my own, so this is about as close to, so far, to a child that I've had. I am gonna miss her, I believe, but it's really the best thing for her. She's been with humans every day. She's never seen another chimpanzee, so one thing I like to do is she's gonna become a chimp. She's gonna be pure raised. She's not gonna be able to be raised by her mother or adult chimpanzees at this point, this early in her lifetime anyway. Right in here?
No problem.
Hi, Zoe. You are
Taking off from Florida, Zoe is now on her way to Detroit for a connecting flight to Los Angeles. But don't bother Zoe with those travel details. She's fast asleep in Brenda's arms. Upon arrival in Detroit, Brenda and Zoe once again will meet the media for what's turning into Zoe's excellent adventure. Zoe seems oblivious to the cameras and onlookers as Brenda explains this chimp's plight. What Zoe must be thinking? Where am I going? And why are all these people so interested in me? It's back on the plane once again for the final leg of this trip. Destination, Los Angeles.
It's been a long day, and we're tired, and Zoe's tired, and I guess I'm starting to feel the pressure a little bit.
As the plane gets ready to land in Los Angeles, Brenda is finally realizing that this baby chimp she has raised since birth is about to be leaving her. We'll find out what happens next when we come back.
The whole point of this is to have her grow up and be a well-adjusted, normal chimp.
Since we had the two youngsters, Gene and Jake, it seemed to be a good idea to bring this third animal in and raise him so that she's going to be a chimpanzee and not be raised singularly.
It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be exciting to see her do what she's supposed to do.
I switched to consumer cellular because I wanted flexibility and I wanted savings. I got that and more. It was very easy. I can keep up with my grandkids on this phone right here.
For all of us who weren't born yesterday, there's Consumer Cellular, where you can get premium wireless for less, like talk, text, and data for only $20 a month with no contract. Plus, we offer flexible plans that you can change anytime.
We get all the talk, all the text, all the data that we could possibly want, and especially good customer service.
And the flexibility, you pay for exactly what you need. It's the best value I know.
If you have questions, our 100% US-based customer service team has answers. We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for Best Customer Service 11 times in a row.
Consumer Cellular understands who I am. They know what I need. Because life changes. I'm no spring chicken. My wife is retiring. We bought a house up north. So coverage is really important because we do a lot of driving back and forth all the way. We get full bars.
Consumer Cellular uses the same networks as the bigger, more expensive providers, connecting you to 99% of the U.S. population. Switch to Consumer Cellular today. You can keep your phone and number.
Our daughter just started college and we're empty nesters.
We knew we could do better, and that's why we switched. I did a lot of research.
We've saved hundreds and the coverage is really great.
No drop calls, no surprises, no problems.
Consumer Cellular has been an approved AARP provider for over 12 years, so members get exclusive discounts.
I wasn't born yesterday, and I know a good value when I see it, and consumer cellular is a great value.
For 25 years, Consumer Cellular has been giving customers exactly what they need. Discover premium wireless for less. Switch today and get $100 on every new line of service. Call 800-789-4173. Go to consumercellular.com or find us at Target.
For years, I struggled with anxiety and depression. But when I was ready for help, finding the right care was nearly impossible.
Luckily, he had us.
As mental health professionals, we could help you navigate the system.
Not everyone has that. That's why I started Cerebral, online mental health care without the high cost and wait times. With our affordable care model, you meds prescribed and delivered, and talk with a licensed therapist on your own time. With Cerebral, everyone gets a care team.
Get your first month for just $30 at getcerebral.com.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-872-5771. That's 1-800-872-5771. Or go to mesobook.com.
Unravel amazing stories of our canine companions and the extraordinary ways they go above and beyond their man's best friend duties. Dog Tales, coming up next on True Crime Network.
We've been following the story of Zoe, a newborn chimp who was abandoned by her mother at birth, but is now being given a new home at a California zoo. The Spirit Airlines flight with Zoe on board is approaching Los Angeles as our story continues.
We knew she was coming in. We had been contacted by Lion Country and the Chimpanzee Species Survival Plan prior to her arrival. Since we had the two youngsters, Gene and Jake, it seemed to be a good idea to bring this third animal in and raise him so that she's going to be a chimpanzee and not be raised singularly in a social setting.
Yes, Zoe. Hi. Nice to meet you. Thank you. On behalf of Lion Country Safari, I'd like to extend our deepest appreciation to Spirit Airlines for providing safe passage and comfortable passage for Zoe to LA today. We're deeply appreciative. The trip was very uneventful. She was slept most of the way here from Detroit to LA. She just woke up here in about the last half hour and is putting on a nice show for you all here at the moment. It has been a long trip, and we're really excited at this point to that she is going into such a great home and a great environment. It's going to be a little difficult saying goodbye because I've been in such close contact with her for the last 2.5 months, virtually every day that she's been. I've had her at home with me in the evenings to look after her, and so it's going to be tough.
I'd like to thank you all for coming. Zoe is going to be going into a 30-day quarantine and at the zoo, and then as soon as the 30 days is up, we'll let everybody know so that you can come out and see her when she's introduced to the other two chimps, Gene and Jake. Thank you very much. After her arrival, she came to the zoo immediately and she went into a 30-day quarantine. Every animal that we get at the Los Angeles Zoo goes into a 30-day quarantine, and they're checked for parasites and potential disease factors that they may have that we do not want to put in our collection. And she was as clean as you could possibly ask for. So as soon as the 30-day quarantine was lifted, then she was put in with the others.
It's a huge job having three babies that take care of her at the same time and really do respect moms with triplets, you know. She's a real nice chimp and really easygoing, so she's been lots of fun for us. She's getting along really well with our pair, Jake and Jean, and it's been lots of fun. We were enjoying every minute of it. She was totally thrilled to see another chimp. She's just getting to the point where she's mastering walking. For the last few days, she's been standing really well, but moving forward has been kind of a new challenge for her. I think she wishes her body worked a little bit better, but that'll come. She's doing well. Her daily routine is a lot like it would be for a human baby. She does a lot of napping and has bottles every 3 hours of formula. Similac is what we're feeding her. And in between naps and feeding time, she's in playing with Jake and Jane. Actually, the three of them have started visiting the chimpanzee exhibit, so hopefully that'll make it easier for them to transition when they're a little bit older. But it's going to be a lot of wait and see and see how they develop and how quickly they go to know exactly how long it will take. But she'll probably be in the nursery, you know, many, many more months. The whole point of this is to have her grow up and be a well-adjusted, normal chimp. And so it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be exciting to see her do what she's supposed to do. You know, she's meant to live with chimps. We're enjoying them very much, and just to think that the three of them are going to have a good opportunity to be normal and happy and healthy and live with their own kind is a thrill.
I see you smiling. Look at all those teeth. Look at you. Gosh, you're cute. Zoe! Hi, sweet pea. Oh, hi, sweetie.
It's going to be hard to see them go, you know, but happy to. It's kind of like your kid going to college. It's sad, but it's a new chapter in their life, and it's what they're supposed to do. It's important that she be a chimp.
Zoe continues to grow, and according to the dedicated staff members of the Los Angeles Zoo, she is a happy and healthy chimpanzee. What a great ending, thanks to Brenda and all the compassionate people at Lion Country Safari, the goodwill of Spirit Airlines, and the kind assistance of the Los Angeles Zoo. They all made a big difference in a baby chimp's life. Animal Rescue returns right after this.
I would have called yesterday, but
I could have called yesterday, but
I should have called yesterday, but
Would've, could've, should've. We hear that a lot. Hi, I'm Jonathan, an insurance professional and manager here at Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. Sometimes people put off calling about life insurance. Before you know it, another year has passed. And when they do call, they say, I wish I called sooner. Don't regret what you didn't do yesterday. Call now and feel great about saying yes today. Call right now for free information on the $9.95 plan. Are you between age 50 and 85? You can get whole life insurance with options starting at just $9.95 a month.
Do I have to answer health questions to get it?
There are no health questions. You cannot be turned down for any health reason, past or present.
How long does this policy last?
Our $9.95 plan is permanent protection.
Can my rate increase later?
Never. Once you're insured, your rate is locked in for life. You can get whole life insurance with options starting at just $9.95 a month. A quick phone call is your first easy step.
I'm glad I called today. I feel good knowing my options.
I'm relieved I called today. I got all my questions answered.
I'm thankful I called today. It was faster and easier than I imagined.
Have you thought about life insurance but put it off? Don't regret what you didn't do yesterday. Call now and feel great about saying yes today.
Call now and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Call 1-800-235-4507 now for free information and your free gift. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-235-4507. That's 1-800-235-4507. Call now.
So I started listening to Audible about 2 years ago.
A friend of mine recommended a book to me and I got hooked really fast.
And then it kind of just became a lifestyle after that.
I found new authors, I found new interests, I found all of these wonderful things.
Audible has all the entertainment you love. Text Listen6 to 500-500 to get 30 days free.
I like thrillers, true crime podcasts, news podcasts.
Science fiction, space dramas.
A lot of classics.
I listen almost exclusively to the Audible originals.
I also think it's pretty special that they get audiobooks that aren't released anywhere else.
My friends listen to Audible as well. I'll recommend a lot of things to them, especially the new Sandman series.
You can find things that will take you to new worlds.
Audible is a great escape. Go anywhere you want.
Endless entertainment and education and content.
For the best audio entertainment and storytelling, text Listen6 to 500-500 to get 30 days free.
Are you suffering from bloat and bulge? Probioslave from Force Factor can help. Probiotics improve digestion while each burns fat. Thousands of men and women trust Probioslim to help them lose weight. Rush to Walmart for Probioslim, the #1 probiotic fat burner in America.
Owning a pet is a major responsibility. Make sure you know what it takes to become a responsible pet owner. And that includes providing the proper food and shelter for your animal. It's not always easy, and it's a full-time job. Take pet ownership seriously. And that's this edition of Animal Rescue. Thanks for watching. Join us next time as we showcase those caring individuals who help the various creatures in the animal kingdom. I'm Alex Payne. On the next Animal Rescue, Heroes. Amazing rescues and extraordinary efforts. Watch compassionate individuals help animals in trouble. Learn about different critters and the dedicated people who care for them. Plus, animal safety tips and information on how to better care for your lovable pet. All this and much, much more next time on Animal Rescue Heroes.
Tales coming up next on True Crime Network.
DogTales, Family Edition. America's premier dog lovers magazine show. the dog world. Right now on this edition of DogTales, Family Edition. Meet the Bush family from Henderson, Nevada. Proud owners of two cute Yorkshire Terriers named Truffles and Coco.
Well, we got Coco and Truffles about 2 years ago. We had our dog pass away in October the prior year, and it left a big hole in our hearts. So a family member had a litter of puppies, and we went and visited the puppies with no intention of really buying a dog, just to go see some puppies and maybe close that hole. And we met Coco and Truffles.
Truffle is the ultimate lover, wants to just give kisses to everybody.
Give me mooches. Oh, Truffles, you lover.
Well, I guess the funniest story is I went to buy one puppy and ended up with two because my wife couldn't make up her mind.
Those Medicare? Medicare?
They give you nothing but affection when they look in your eyes.
Coco is a very obedient dog. She's very spunky, very passionate about what she wants.
They are fantastic with the kids, very loving. I never worry about anything with the kids.
We have this little toy, the squeaker toy, and we squeak it and then we throw it, and they go crazy over it.
Come here.
They'll fight amongst each other with a squeaky toy, you know, to see who can get it from each other.
Daddy's got it. Go get it. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
I love my dogs. I like to play with them.
Bring it here, girl. Bring it here. Come here. Come here. Oh, good girl. Oh, Truffles got big heads.
When I come home, as soon as I peel the kids off of me, the dogs are on my lap. Anywhere I go, they're right by me.
Coco and Truffles love the kids. I don't think there's anything that Jackson could do or Ireland could do that would really upset them enough to be aggressive.
You're good girls. Yes, you are. You're good girls. If I have a bad day, they just come running over to me and they cuddle up to me and it makes it all better.
They like the belly smack.
Go down the slide with them.
Go for it.
Go for it.
They seem to like it enough. They don't seem too terrified, but he likes to take them down the slide.
We pretty much spend most of our time playing with them.
We get ready for our
We go on bike rides with them, and we take them for walks.
Any snatched breed of dog that people have, they walk them there. It's like a dog show.
Sometimes the kids and my wife join us for our walks, and it's really just a nice time to kind of talk and see what everybody's been doing for the week and stuff like that.
Good girl. Is that your baby?
I love them because they're part of my family. When do I get to go down the slide?
I have 3 people children, but we have our 2 Yorkies that have been added in, and that really makes it to where we have 5 kids because they are our children. They're a part of our family.
They are very much part of the family. Yeah, I think it's very important to have pets within a family. It teaches your kids love and to care for something, and I very much look at all my pets as part of the family.
How are we today? Oh, you're a lover every day, I know. Come here, girls. Come on. Come on. Bring it to Daddy. Good girl.
Our thanks to the Bush family for inviting us to their home and sharing their dog tales. Next up, our Spotlight Green, and much, much more on Dog Tales, Family Edition.
They save you money on monthly premiums and prescription drugs. These are affordable all-in-one plans that cover Medicare Parts A, B, and D. They help pay for hospital stays and emergency care, doctor visits, and they also include prescription drug coverage. In fact, in 2020, Humana Medicare Advantage prescription drug plan members saved an estimated $8,400 on average on their prescription costs. Could you save on prescriptions? Find out by calling and speaking with a licensed Humana sales agent today. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits. But you have to meet a deductible for each, and then you're still responsible for 20% of the cost. Next, let's look at a Medicare supplement plan. As you can see, they cover the same things as Original Medicare, and they also cover your Medicare deductibles and co-insurance. But they often have higher monthly premiums and no prescription drug coverage. If you want Part D drug coverage with a Medicare supplement plan or Original Medicare, it likely means an extra premium. Now, let's take a look at Humana's Medicare Advantage plans. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, hospital stays, doctor office visits, and your Original Medicare deductibles are covered. And of course, most Humana Medicare Advantage plans include prescription drug coverage. And you may be able to save on dental, vision, and hearing expenses because coverage is included with most Humana Medicare Advantage plans. Ready to learn more? Call the number on your screen for this free fact-filled decision guide, which takes the mystery out of a confusing topic. There's no obligation, just good information.
Are you clear about all your Medicare options today? If you want the facts about Medicare, call right now for the free decision guide from Humana. With most Humana plans, you get prescription drug coverage. You're covered when you go to the doctor, a specialist, or the hospital. You get coverage for emergencies, even when you're traveling. You're covered for many preventive services like annual mammograms and prostate exams. Most plans include dental, vision, and hearing coverage. And you get telehealth coverage with a $0 copay. Humana has a large network of doctors and hospitals. And remember, most Humana Medicare Advantage plans include the Silver Sneakers Fitness program at no additional cost. You get all this coverage for as low as a $0 monthly plan premium in many areas. There is no obligation, so call the number on your screen to get our free decision guide. Licensed Humana sales agents are standing by, so call now. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
We need your help to find this missing teen. 18-year-old Tadir Gonzalez Gutierrez was last seen on June 29, 2018 in St. Paul's, North Carolina. If you have any information that could bring Tadir home, please call 1-800-THE-LOST. That's 1-800-843-5678. Please help bring Tadir home.
Family Edition.
I'm a very special dog. Everybody loves me. I'm a bundle of joy with a pedigree.
Bernese Mountain Dogs are a large breed dog in the working group. They're perfect family dogs if you don't mind a little bit of hair in your house. They do shed. This is a long-haired breed. It's a double-coated breed, so it has an undercoat and an overcoat. When they do shed, it's a lot of hair. We call it burner balls in our household. I like Bernese Mountain Dogs because they're really, really sweet dogs. They're very family-oriented. They want to be with you. They want to sit near you while you're reading. They want to walk next to you when you walk. They want to be in the room that you're in. And so, in my opinion, it makes them the perfect companion dog. They're really pleasant to have in your house with you. They want to be with you. They're very social. They're sweet, they're friendly, they're lovable. Their average life expectancy is 9 to 11 years. They want to stay with you, so if you're reading or going for a walk, they're your perfect companion. Surprisingly, my dogs don't eat a great amount of food. They get kibble, a cup only in the morning and a cup at night, with a little bit of supplements of glucosamine for their joints, and sometimes a little chicken. They don't confront toddlers, they don't confront small children, they want to play with them. But you do have to be cautious whenever there are small children around a large breed that the dog doesn't inadvertently knock them over, knock them into a wall. They love children. You do have to be careful though, because this is a big breed and they inadvertently turn quickly and knock toddlers over. A lot of people you meet out on the street are a little intimidated by the size of the dog, and they pretty soon overcome it because the dogs are so sweet. As long as you as the owner allow strangers to approach your dog, then the dog is generally friendly. This breed is a generally friendly breed. But as all dogs, you need to approach them and have them recognize you before you attempt to pet them.
Everybody loves me.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I would have called yesterday, but
I could have called yesterday, but
I should have called yesterday, but.
Would've, could've, should've. We hear that a lot. Hi, I'm Jonathan, an insurance professional and manager here at Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. Sometimes people put off calling about life insurance. Before you know it, another year's passed. And when they do call, they say, I wish I called sooner. Don't regret what you didn't do yesterday. Call now and feel great about saying yes today. Call right now for free information on the $9.95 plan. Are you between age 50 and 85? You can get whole life insurance with options starting at just $9.95 a month.
Do I have to answer health questions to get it?
There are no health questions. You cannot be turned down for any health reason, past or present.
how long does this policy last?
Our $9.95 plan is permanent protection.
Can my rate increase later?
Never. Once you're insured, your rate is locked in for life. You can get whole life insurance with options starting at just $9.95 a month. A quick phone call is your first easy step.
I'm glad I called today. I feel good knowing my options.
I'm relieved I called today. I got all my questions answered.
I'm thankful I called today. It was faster and easier than I imagined.
Have you thought about life insurance but put it off? Don't regret what you didn't do yesterday. Call now and feel great about saying yes today.
Call now and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Call 1-800-235-4507 now for free information and your free gift. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-235-4507. That's 1-800-235-4507. Call now.
Family Edition.
You're so cute. Yeah, so is he nipping on the paw?
This is Dr. Karen Halligan, Director of Veterinary Services for the SPCA Los Angeles. At the organization's state-of-the-art companion animal village and education center, hundreds of homeless and abused cats and dogs are cared for with the goal of adopting them out. Some of the animals have special needs, and Dr. Halligan is always ready to help.
This is Mo. Mo was born with a deformed left rear leg. It's actually missing most of the leg below the knee. I don't know if you can see it. He's missing that part of his leg. And what happens is when Mo tries to walk, Mo's trying to use that leg. So I'm going to go ahead and do surgery and take that leg off so that he'll stop using it and just hop along on the three legs. Yeah, that's a good boy. Yeah. Put a tube on him. It feels like we're gonna be going. Whew, all right, done with that. Long surgery. But it went well, and he's gonna do great. Got the leg off and shortened it enough to where he's not gonna use the stump. And he's got his pain meds on board, and I'm really excited because I think he's going to be so much happier without that stump. So, good old Mo. The reason we did this was to improve his quality of life. He's definitely going to have a higher quality of life after the surgery. If you remember how we walked before, he was kind of off balance. He used to try to go down on that stump, and he would wear that stump down. And it put a lot of pressure on his back. So by removing that, he's not going to feel the need to go down. And he's actually going to be more balanced, and he'll have much less health problems this way. And he'll probably actually run around much better now that we've kind of balanced him by removing that portion of the limb. So I just can't wait to take the sutures out and throw a ball in the yard and let him go run after it. So I'm looking forward to that.
A few weeks later, Mo is up and running again.
He's so much happier taking off that deformed piece of leg that he couldn't use. I mean, this is like a different dog. He could not run before. He was very tentative, and now, you know, it's like a whole new world for him. He can run and play and, you know, do all that stuff. He couldn't do that before, so good really turned out great. I couldn't be happier.
It's hoped that Mo will find a family like the Browns, who earlier adopted Lucky, another canine with 3 legs.
He had a pretty substantial front leg lameness, and it turns out that he had an old fracture in his left leg, and I ended up having to amputate the leg. Richard, his owner, was just so wonderful about the whole situation. A lot of times people will balk if we have to do something such as amputate a leg. But in this case, it dramatically increased Lucky's chance of life. Lucky is doing great. He has 3 legs, but he doesn't know it. He runs and chases the ball, and he's a phenomenal pet. It was truly a great success story.
It's a great dog, I tell you. A lot of people come up and say, God bless you for taking care of him. That's for sure. We have that happen a lot. And as far as his behavior in the house and taking him for walks or playing in the park, he's as good as any dog we've ever had. He's special now.
For Lucky and for Mo, having 3 legs hasn't changed their ability to love and be loved. It's only made their lives much better.
Sometimes we have a hard time with 3-legged dogs, especially with the rear leg. But he's such a great dog, and I know he would make somebody a fabulous pet. So we're going to have to put some signs on his cage and really talk to people as they come by and just explain to them that dogs with 3 legs do great. You know, that he probably won't even notice. So I just hope we can get him in a nice home because he's such a great dog.
We're happy to report, shortly after our visit, Mo was adopted by our wonderful family. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
I switched to Consumer Cellular because I wanted flexibility and I wanted savings. I got that and more. It was very easy. I would keep up with my grandkids on this phone right here.
For all of us who weren't born yesterday, there's Consumer Cellular, where you can get premium wireless for less, like talk, text, and data for only $20 a month with no contract. Plus, we offer flexible plans that you can change anytime.
We get all the talk, all the text, all the data that we could possibly want, and especially good customer service.
And the flexibility, you pay for exactly what you need, is the best value I know.
If you have questions, our 100% US-based customer service team has answers. We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for Best Customer Service 11 times in a row.
Consumer Cellular understands who I am. They know what I need. Because life changes. I'm no spring chicken. My wife is retiring. We bought a house up north. So coverage is really important because we do a lot of driving back and forth all the way. We get full bars.
Consumer Cellular uses the same networks as the bigger, more expensive providers, connecting you to 99% of the U.S. population. Switch to Consumer Cellular today. You can keep your phone and number.
Our daughter just started college and we're empty nesters.
We knew we could do better, and that's why we switched. I did a lot of research.
We've saved hundreds and the coverage is really great.
No drop calls, no surprises, no problems.
Consumer Cellular has been an approved AARP provider for over 12 years, so members get exclusive discounts.
I wasn't born yesterday, and I know a good value when I see it. And Consumer Cellular is a great value.
For 25 years, Consumer Cellular has been giving customers exactly what they need. Discover premium wireless for less. Switch today and get $100 on every new line of service. Call 800-789-4173. Go to consumercellular.com or find us at Target.
Do we have any more paper towels?
Yep, check the pantry. I just ordered from Boxed.
What's Boxed?
Boxed is the only wholesale club that lets you tap into the value of buying in bulk online.
Is that right?
But unlike other wholesale clubs and online stores, Boxed has no membership fees. Delivery is super fast. And look, free samples. Now we don't have to worry about running out.
Can we order cookies next time?
Save 10% and get free shipping on your first order at Box.com. The better way to shop bulk.
At Guild.com, get insider access to coveted designers like Valentino, Chloe, and Dior at up to 70% off retail prices. Shop daily sales before they disappear in a flash. Visit Guild.com today.
Family Edition. These cute Labrador puppies may become very important helpers someday. They are possible future guide dogs, helping the blind and becoming best friends with lots of wonderful people. Here at the Guide Dogs of America in Sylmar, California, these adorable pooches are bred and trained to help.
These puppies are just a few weeks away from going to the new foster family, so in about 3 to 4 weeks they'll be going home. They're eating now, so they get fed. We work them up to 3 times a day to being fed, but until we don't wean the moms off the puppies until the puppies are around 6 weeks old. Then another couple weeks we'll start slowly keeping them away, and then by the time they're 6 weeks old, the moms aren't nursing anymore.
But not all of these little guys will make the grade. They will live in foster homes to socialize and then return here for special training and possibly placement.
Oh, very excited. It's the greatest time.
Today is the big day for these older puppies, getting a foster family, and these compassionate and selfless individuals are anxiously awaiting their charges.
Hey, this is Kelly. She is actually the smallest. Yeah. Get all the food.
It's a big day.
Hello. Hey, this is Tika.
This is the best day for me. This is a fun day, especially for new puppy raisers. And it's so exciting for them. But even, I mean, all of these raisers have raised before and they're all so excited. You know, like they've never done it before, so it's really good.
Hey, this is Lex. Hi, Lex. The only boy. Oh, he's 8 weeks old now. 8 weeks?
And
pretty laid back.
they're all going home with their puppy raisers until they're around 18 months old before they come in for their formal training. And they'll attend monthly meetings and do basic obedience and just socialize them as much as they can, just to need be, and get them ready for the world as a guide dog.
This is the greatest day when you pick up your puppy for the first time. This is the beginning of another 22 months of raising this little one from a youngster into the possibility of becoming a guide. So this is an exciting day. We begin working with these puppies from today. The time they go home, they'll start sitting for their food. We start with the obediences right away, and from this day forward, he's placed with his new person when he becomes a guide. We're on this new journey together for quite a while.
To get these puppies is just amazing. I've done it before, so, but each time is a new experience. So, yeah, just totally excited and looking forward to watching him learn and do what he's meant to do.
We do this because of the love of animals. We started out for that reason, but now we see what they provide for other people, and it just gives us a lot of joy.
We've been involved with Guide Dogs of America for 20 years. This is our 18th puppy, and it never gets old. Today is always the most special of all the days. I sometimes almost think it outrules the day that we watch them actually graduate, which is another very big high.
They'll spend the next year and a half in foster homes, then return here to the center to begin their training, and hopefully graduate to become Guide Dogs of America. Follow us on Facebook at Dogtails TV. Dogtails, Family Edition, America's premier dog lovers magazine show. All the latest news from from the dog world. Right now on this edition of Dog Tales, Family Edition. Meet the Daru family from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Proud owners of two Bichon Frise named Max and Harley.
We picked this breed because they don't shed. They're supposed to be very good family dogs. And they're just good dogs. They're not very big. They're, not too small, but not, too big, and they're portable.
When we first decided to maybe get a dog, we probably talked through that decision 5 or 6 years to make sure that we, husband and wife, as well as the kids, were ready to have a dog and the responsibility that came with getting a dog.
I had dogs as a kid, and Nick was the same way, but we never had a trained dog where we wanted it to be trained. So that was interesting. Took him to puppy classes and learned how to potty train him, and it worked out well. They get in the car and they get all excited because they're going to go see Nanny and Poppy. We decided to get Max because we thought maybe Harley needed to be more of a dog. And less as, one of the kids, he needed to, roll around on the ground with another dog and get a playmate. So we decided it was a no-brainer just to go buy another Bichon. Harley's been in our last 3 Christmas cards, and now this coming year, Max will be part of the Christmas cards.
Dog Tales Family Edition is EI, meaning educational and informative.
Harley's always been a very serious dog. Just always has. And when we brought Max home, I didn't realize 2 dogs can have such different personalities. But Max can be a goofball. And it's good for Harley that, it's like having that goofy, younger brother that always makes you laugh because he keeps it moving.
They play a lot and roughhouse a lot, typical boys, but they have a lot of fun together. So do the kids take care of the dogs? Not to the point of maybe picking up in the backyard, but they are always the first ones to volunteer to take them for walks in the evening and feed them and bathe them. So they're doing a good job raising the dogs as well.
Well, that's part of our job with the kids. I think having dogs with kids teaches them love, too. It teaches them how to care for something else and care for animals.
Our thanks to the Daru family for inviting us to their home and sharing their dog tales. Next up, our Spotlight breed, and much, much more on Dog Tales, Family Edition.
Some of the situations the ASPCA encounters are situations that you can't even believe exist. Animals just living in filth, cowering at the back of a cage. They're trapped, scared. They spend their days and their nights alone. Animals with broken limbs that have been just left. No medical care at all. They're tied up. They're just left outside like trash. How can anyone do that? It must be so heartbreaking to witness that. But it's even worse for the animals.
At the ASPCA, we're committed to searching every dark corner to find them and to help heal the deep physical and emotional wounds that have been inflicted on them. Your monthly gift is urgently needed, so please sign up now. It's only 63 cents a day, and you'll help rescue animals who are suffering. The situation is urgent, and so we're asking you to join in the next 10 minutes. Visit us at joinaspca.org or call this number now to join. Use your checking account or credit card right now, and we'll send you the photo of an animal from our shelter and a free ASPCA t-shirt.
You think about all the animals out there who haven't been rescued, and that right at this minute, they are living that horrific life. Waiting another day isn't an option, not when there's an animal suffering like that.
Please make this the moment that you say, I won't stand by while they suffer. When you sign up with your monthly gift, you give them the shelter and the love they deserve. Do it in the next 10 minutes, and we'll send you the photo of an animal from our shelter and a free ASPCA t-shirt.
Animals are in really dire situations. They're suffering, and they're suffering badly. The outcome for animals who don't get rescued is very bleak. The suffering continues, and for a lot of those animals, the ending is imminent. They won't survive.
If you've wondered if your support will make a difference, I can tell you, it will. And if you've ever thought about helping, this is the time. The animals who need us can't wait any longer. It's only 63 cents a day. Please go online or call before it's too late.
Guys, are you tired of frequent nighttime bathroom trips? Well, Force Factor Prostate helps reduce urges to urinate, plus fully empty your bladder and promote a normal prostate size. Don't settle. Rush to Walmart for Force Factor Prostate from the #1 fastest growing men's health brand in America.
Family Edition.
I'm a very special dog. Everybody loves me. I'm a bundle of joy with a pedigree.
I have two 8-month-old Afghan hounds. One's named Raina, and she's black with tan markings, and the other one's Sienna, which is a cream with black markings. They're sight hounds, they're sisters, they came from the same litter, and I've had Afghans for 28 years now. From the beginning, I was a youngster and I was living up in Nevada. I didn't really know the community there, and I got this dog, and the dog used to go out to the Indian reservations with me and run and chase the truck. So he became like my best friend, you know, and he was there all the time with me, and he was a special animal. And when he got older, I got another one, and then he died, and I got another one, then I bred those two, and then I had pups, and I kept them, and I had, you know, so it's just been revolving thing with me, and my whole life I researched what kind of food these animals need, and they're on a superior food. It's a large puppy breed food. They get fresh water every day, and they get table scraps. They eat carrots. They eat bananas. They eat basically whatever I eat. They do take a lot of care. There's a lot of grooming. I groom them about once every 2 weeks, real good, and then just basically maintain them, which is not that hard. But a lot of people would think it's a task. They're regal, they're docile, they're aloof. They like to hang out at the park on their own. They like to go and walk the border of the park and just check out stuff. And they're fast, and they're athletic, and they're tall, and they're obedient. They're just an amazing animal. They're not the traditional family dog like a mutt, like a mixed bred animal or a golden retriever, so to say. But my daughter, since day one, had Afghans in her life, and they've always been great with her. She'll come home from school or something, and she goes right to the dogs, and she'll hug them, and they'll lick her, and we run out in the yard and play with them, get them riled up because they like to run around. She loves them. They're a purebred animal, and purebreds aren't the best. In my opinion, they're not the best animals for kids. I have 2 of them that are completely opposite, are 180 degrees from each other. And the black one likes to be held and pet, and loves to kiss, and loves to hang out, and she comes in the house all the time, and the white one, she'll sleep out in the grass in the middle of the night. She's more the aloof, back off, observant one. The black one, she's an amazing watchdog already. She jumps up in the front window, in my bay window, in my seat, and she sits up there and she's just like this monster standing in the window. It's great. I want her to just kind of watch the house at night, and if she alerts me at night, then I know what's up. But it's great to have her because she will scare someone if they come by at night. My last one lasted 14 and a half years, so that's a long lifespan for an Afghan. And I attribute that to a good diet. They need to be stern. You have to teach them, at the same time as love them, you have to be stern with them. Teach them that you're the alpha, and they're subordinate, and they'll be a loving, amazing animal. They're a big part of our family.
Everybody loves me.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Some things are good to know, like where to find the cheapest gas in town and which supermarket gives you the most bang for your buck. Something else that's good to know? If you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may be able to get more healthcare benefits through a Humana Medicare Advantage plan. Call the number on your screen now and speak to a licensed Humana sales agent to see if you qualify. Learn about plans that could give you more healthcare benefits than you have today. Depending on the plan you choose, you could have your doctor, hospital, and prescription drug coverage in one convenient plan. From Humana, a company with 60 years of experience in the healthcare industry. You'll have lots of doctors and specialists to choose from. And if you have Medicare and Medicaid, a Humana plan may give you other important benefits. Depending on where you live, they could include dental, vision, and hearing coverage. You may also get rides to plan-approved locations, home-delivered meals after an inpatient hospital stay, a monthly allowance for purchasing approved healthy food and beverages, plus an allowance for health and wellness items. Everything from over-the-counter medications and vitamins to first aid items and personal care products. Best of all, If you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may qualify for multiple opportunities throughout the year to enroll. So if you want more from Medicare, call the number on your screen now to speak with a licensed Humana sales agent. Learn about Humana plans that could give you more healthcare benefits, including coverage for prescription drugs, dental care, eye exams and glasses, hearing aids, and more. A licensed Humana sales agent will walk you through your options, answer any questions you have, and, if you're eligible, help you enroll over the phone. Call today and we'll also send this free guide. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
If you're on Medicare, remember, the annual enrollment period is here. The time to choose your coverage ends December 7th. So talk to United Healthcare and take advantage of a wide choice of plans, including an AARP Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. It can combine your hospital and doctor coverage with prescription drug coverage and more, all for a low monthly premium, or in some areas, no plan premium at all. Take advantage of $0 copays on primary care doctor visits, virtual visits, and preventive dental care. Plus, $0 copays and deductibles on Tier 1 and mail-order Tier 2 prescriptions, and a free gym membership with locations nationwide. So call United Healthcare about the variety of plans we offer, including PPO plans that let you see any doctor who accepts Medicare without a referral. Enrollment ends December 7th. Take advantage now. Call or go online today.
Family Edition.
Lie down, walk. Walk up, walk up. Wait. Walk, walk.
Dogs and sheep herding have been around for thousands of years, teaching canines mental and physical discipline.
Most people think that you have to have sheep to do herding, and you really don't. You can come out and take lessons and just give your dog a job, and it can be any breed. We have all breeds coming out for herding lessons, Border Collies, German Shepherds, Australian Shepherds, Corgis, you name it. If it's a herding breed, it can come out here and use its natural instinct and have a good time.
Lie, walk.
Yeah, the dogs that come out, the owners are originally come out looking for something fun for their dogs to do, and then a great majority of them get bitten by the herding bug, and then they start looking into what else they can do with this sport, and they get hooked and they start going to herding competitions. And even in the LA area, there's, herding competitions every few months.
When I first get a dog that comes out for herding, we instinct test them. We put them on sheep to see what their natural instincts are. So we acquaint them with sheep, see what their drive is like, their herding abilities are like, and we just get them acquainted with sheep the very first time. And if your dog shows that they have all this natural ability to work stock, then we continue working them in a small area so that they gain that confidence where they can catch the sheep. What they're wanting to do, which you have a lot of dogs that are wanting to chase cars, or why they want to chase a ball, is because they want to stop that action. So when they're in here on sheep, and the sheep are trying to get away, they want to get to that head to stop that action and bring them back to you. And that's what their natural abilities are. That's what herding is.
In the very beginning classes, the trainer will take the dog into the round pen, and this is a round pen. It's about 60 feet diameter, and we use a round pen first so there's no corners where the sheep can get stuck, and then also we have a small pen so that the trainer can protect the sheep from the dogs that are a little overzealous in the beginning.
He is just lovely right off the bat. So you're going to pick them up right on the pike, just straight on the money. Sometimes dogs catch on the very first day. Sometimes it takes a few months. Every dog, just like people, their personalities are so different that it's very different. So some dogs are instantly, the very first time, they're boom right on it, bringing you sheep instantly, all by themselves with no help. And it really doesn't matter what breed of dog you have, as long as they have that herding ability. A lot of these dogs were bred hundreds of years ago to be herding dogs. Rottweilers were actually bred to drive cattle to market, and then they would put the money around their neck on the way home to protect that purse. So those were the actual original herding breeds, which people think are odd when they see, especially if you see a Rottweiler herding a duck. You think that's pretty funny. But actually they're very talented at it and very finessey at it. So if I had to herd ducks, you would need a dog to bring them in for you. So what we're going to ask her to do is go bring us these sheep nicely. Gave her a little scold there because what she did wasn't so nice. She didn't go up and ask them nicely. She was a little rough there. So I just reminded her, let's be a little nicer to our sheep. Our whole goal is to make the sheep happy. So that when we ask this dog to bring us the sheep are happy. Lie down, walk, walk, lie down, wait. So we can put these sheep wherever we want, and the dog just uses their natural abilities to find that balance point, which is in the eye of the stalk, to bring them straight to me. So that if I was on my front porch and a mile out I had 100 head of sheep, that I would want her to go get them for me while I sat and had coffee. So I would just give her a command. She would go out, get the sheep, and bring them to me. As we progress and they learn that this is how we talk to sheep, then we start putting commands to it. Lie down, walk, that ask for certain behaviors, which is wait, that means go right, lie down. Lie down in herding doesn't mean lie down, it just means stop. Come bite, that's left, lie down, walk, walk is walk up, lie down, look back, look. And I just asked her to look for more sheep. She's looking at those other ones out there, but she's no dummy. She knows there's a fence there and she can't get them. Lie down, and then you progress up to whistles. So we ask for a right, and stop, and left. And that's walk up. And how they're able to do this is they're using their eye to control the stalk. So what she's doing is she's trying to get in the eye of the sheep and make them come to us. Walk. Just by putting pressure on them. Lie again. Come. See how that sheep is moving off? She has to catch its eye to get them to hold still. After we learn the small area, and they've learned that, okay, I release my pressure, I go around, I catch sheep, I bring them to you, we go to a larger area to do that, and we progress on to areas where they're working a mile away, 2 miles away from you, bringing you stock without you helping at all. It normally takes in herding, depending on the dog, anywhere from 6 months to 3 years to get completely trained. It just depends again on how talented the person is, how well they absorb it, and the talent of your dog.
I brought Grayson here to let her try herding. She's a 3-year-old border collie, an agility dog, and she does really well in agility, but she doesn't have the same love for it as she does for herding things. At home, she tends to want to herd the cars, the cat, my other dogs, so I really wanted to do something for her that she would enjoy. So I wanted to bring her up here to a place where she could experience herding in a safe environment.
There are so many different varied reasons that people get into herding. One of the first and foremost is it's the most challenging sport on the planet. I don't think people actually realize that, because we're taking a predator and we're going to control a prey animal completely hands off. So I challenge anybody to show me a more challenging sport than sheepdog herding. But it's also the most rewarding, because I can think it and my dog will go do it. And I can't find that in a human.
So far, we are very happy with Robin. This is our first time in the ring in about 1.5 years. It really helps her mentally to unwind, and it's really what she was bred to do. It makes her a much happier dog to live with.
The dogs really seem to